What is going on, people? Hopefully you remember who I am, because I really don't even remember who I am. But no, it's been a while. Me being lazy, me not really having much time, led to the lack of videos for the past, I'd say, well, besides the one, I did do a video. If you haven't checked it out, I was tagged by the 13th Wolfman to do a top 15 horror Blu-ray from the past 15 years. If you haven't checked that video out, definitely check it out. I'll leave the link on the bottom of this. But otherwise, other than that, I really haven't done much anything. I have ideas. I got them written down in the notebook and everything. It's just I really haven't sat down to make videos, but they will be coming. I always say it, but I trust me that they'll be coming. But what I have here is a gigantic, it's actually pretty big, a big Blu-ray update that I've collected over the past 3 weeks. Since it's almost the end of May, I guess you can kind of call this one my May Blu-ray update. Like I said, I probably got these from the last 3 weeks or so. My last video update being my birthday, May 1st. Again, if you haven't seen that one, check it out. Wish me a belated happy birthday. Yeah, just wish me a belated happy birthday. But anyway, let me get into this. These first good chunk of movies I either got through Amazon, I got at Walmart, or at Best Buy. I have not watched these because I just have so many to watch still that these kind of fell under the radar. I have not watched them. If anyone has seen any of these, well, some I have seen. Some are like older movies that I have seen. Others are somewhat newer that I have not been able to check out. Like this one came out this Tuesday. I bought a few from this Tuesday. This is the only one of those I did not watch. Stars Liam Hemsworth, Teresa Palmer, Billy Bob Thornton, Bruce Dern, and John Malkovich. No idea. Cut bank, pretty much. I got it because one, it was the cheapest out of all. I think I got 3 of them this Tuesday. It was the cheapest one out of the 3, and I don't know. It just that's what I do when I collect. But yeah, cut bank. No idea if anybody knows anything. If anyone has watched it, if it's worth the watch, let me know. These next 2 I got from the 788 bin at Walmart. This one stars Paul Walker in Vehicle 19. I was about to say 49 for some reason. I can't even hold the Blu-ray. Vehicle 19. No idea. I pretty much got it for Paul Walker and the fact that it was 788. Like I said, if I find it cheap enough, anything probably from $8 and down, it could be the worst movie in the world, and everybody could tell me it's the worst movie in the world. But if it's cheap enough, I will buy it just to check it out. 95% of the time, it does suck, but who knows? Vehicle 19. This one sounded pretty cool. The Barber, no idea. Read it from the back. Seems like the barber is not who he's supposed to be or claims to be, kind of deal. This one I wanted to check out. It just never got around to it, but The Barber. These next few are older movies, but I never ended up watching them. I've heard about them for the longest time. I finally bought them for a decent price, and I still haven't sat down to watch them. This first one is All the Boys Love Mandy Lane. This one is The Slumber Party Massacre. Actually, I sat down and watched this one where pretty much it's a deranged, I guess you want to call it, from what I saw, I don't know if it's like the janitor of this school or whatever, but it's a basketball team of all girls, and they have a sleepover at 2 different places, and the boys come, and all this happens, and then it's pretty much this murderous, like I said, it seemed like he was a janitor or something, but The Slumber Party Massacre. These next ones I got, pretty much, one's the original, the other one's the remake, and the other one is a sequel to the remake, which I heard that they're actually making a sequel to the original, and a third to the original. Or there is a sequel to the original, but they're making a third one to the original series, and then a third one to the remake series, to making it 3 movies, and anyway, let me get into it. The original was I Spit on Your Grave, and then the remake is I Spit on Your Grave, and then the sequel to the remake is I Spit on Your Grave 2. But there is a sequel to the original. I forget what it's called, but there is something out there. But I picked these up. The only reason I picked all three up is because I was looking for the original one, and I found it. And then, on Amazon at one point it says if you buy this, this, and this, it equals this. Well, this came out to $20 or close to $20, and with these additional two, I think it came like to $32 or something. So I'm like, you know what? If I'm gonna buy this one by itself, might as well just spend the extra $2 or $12. I don't know why I'm saying two, but the extra $12 and get these two. I Spit on Your Grave and I Spit on Your Grave 2 for $6 a piece. So pretty much just bought that. I did have this on DVD, so I just upgraded it. But yeah, those are those. This one came out 2 weeks ago, I believe, but they did not have it at Amazon. They didn't have it at Best Buy or Walmart, so I bought it on Amazon. And that's The Last 5 Years, starring Anna Kendrick, and Jeremy Jordan. This guy looks familiar. I just can't put my finger on it, but this is supposed to be like a musical. I want to see this because I liked Pitch Perfect, and I like Anna Kendrick's voice, and she's cute, and I might like this movie. But the last 5 years, I got that right. These next few I got from Best Buy. Had like a $5 thing, so I bought a whole bunch. I don't know if it's still there, but these couple were like $5. I think they came out to like 5 something. But that's Killing Kennedy. No idea. But Rob Lowe, Will Rothar, Michelle Trachtenberg. Ooh, I didn't even read who was in it. Michelle Trachtenberg and Jennifer Goodwin. But that's Killing Kennedy. This one was I Am Ali. Looks like it's a man behind the legend, an intimate portrait. Still haven't sat down to watch this. It looks like it's a whole bunch of stock footage and everything. Because if you look at the back, I don't know if you can see, but it's a whole bunch of like black and white stuff. So, I Am Ali. These next three were at that 3 for $20 part. These were the only ones that I did not have out of that 3 for $20 deal, and I couldn't really. I just got it to get it kind of deal. This one is Afflicted. No idea. This one, I don't even watch this like anime or whatever you want to call it. Appleseed OX. I just got it to even out the $20 one. And then the last one is, I don't even have the first one. I just got this one. The Raid 2. No idea. This one I got through Amazon because it's another one that no one really had. And that's Just Before I Go, with what do you want to call it? Sean William Scott. It's a Courtney Cox film. I don't know. It sounded pretty cool. It sounded like he's like depressed and like on a suicide thing. But before he does all this stuff, he wants to get stuff done before he offs himself, I guess you want to call it. Still haven't sat down to watch it, but the trailer made it look pretty good. This one I bought off Amazon for $10. I bought this one with one of the other ones I'm going to show you. Actually, it's over there. I'll eventually get it. But this is We Are What We Are. I put this in and I wasn't paying attention. Sometimes I do that. Sometimes I'll be on my phone checking my Instagram. Check out my Instagram, by the way, Tony's Movies. Sometimes I sit there and check my Instagram or play solitaire. Solitaire is my game. I put this in and I didn't pay attention to it at all. I should put it back in because it seems pretty intriguing. Just the name, like the little things that they have here, the genuinely creepy descent into gothic horror, the most shocking movie ending you'll ever see this year. So, kind of has me wanting to see it again. So, I'll eventually pop this one back in, which I actually might do after this video. These next few I bought. Well, actually, these two I haven't watched yet. Fully Frontal, I have seen it before. I just upgraded it with what is it? Julia Roberts, David Duchovny, Nikki Cat, Catherine Keener. A lot of these people I'm reading, and I don't know even who they are. But Full Frontal. This one came out last Tuesday, not this past Tuesday, the Tuesday before. Hot Tub Time Machine 2. I've heard nothing but bad stuff about this one. So I will hold off before I watch this movie. But that's the Hot Tub Time Machine 2. These next few I did buy and I did watch. This one came. I bought these two movies together. This and Old Cheerleaders Die. It kind of reminds me of, seems like a vampire kind of deal where these cheerleaders end up becoming these vampires and killing people to stay alive, and there's all this crazy stuff going on. It's not that bad for one of those like B-rated horror movies. The way it's shot is really cool. I enjoyed it a whole bunch. All Cheerleaders Die. This one is a like a Bigfoot type movie. You don't really see it ever. It's pretty much these two people. I can't even tell you the names. Hold on. Bryce Johnson and someone else. It doesn't even say it on here. Anyway, it's a boyfriend and girlfriend. The boyfriend is a avid Bigfoot hunter, I guess you want to call it, one of those people that go out to try to find the evidence about Bigfoot or try to find Bigfoot, and the girlfriend's pretty much just going along with him, and they end up going to this hot spot where Bigfoot is seen plenty of times. The town is actually like dedicated to Bigfoot. Like, they have hotels named after him, stores named after him. There's Bigfoot merchandise everywhere. They go into these woods, and it flips from, like, regular taping to, like, caught on camera, like, found footage kind of deal. And then eventually, you don't know what happens. You finally see, or finally get the gist that they might run into Bigfoot at one point, but you don't see much of whatever. It's Willow Creek. Not that bad. I expected it could have had a little bit more to it. I mean, you might have been able to see Bigfoot maybe once in the movie, but I guess it's almost like Blair Witch Project, where you don't know, you don't see much anything, but it does kind of scare you. Certain scenes, there is a, you know, I guess like kind of scary parts that some people might find. I really didn't, but I could see where some people might have. But that's Willow Creek. It's not horrible. This one was fun, I must say. Came out 2 weeks ago, I believe. I got it because it was cheap. It's from the creators of American Pie, Cabin Fever, and The Ring. It had that Cabin Fever kind of feel to it. It is pretty funny, actually. It's zombievers. Pretty much a group of kids end up going to this girl's cottage, but in the beginning of the movie, it kind of reminds you of like Return of the Living Dead or whatever, where I forget which one. No, I think it's Return of the Living Dead, where the canister of whatever thing that they have ends up bringing these things back to life. Well, this goop or whatever falls off the truck and turns your everyday beaver into these zombie beaver kind of deal, and they attack these kids. And if you get bitten, you don't come back to life. You kind of turn into a beaver. I don't know. It's funny. It's intriguing. Best movie I've ever seen? No. Entertaining? Yes. I enjoyed it. Zombievers. At least give it a chance. This one I have not watched yet. I don't know why it's here. But Batman versus Robin. I'm not really a huge animated fan, like I said before. Well, especially newer animation or just comic book style. Nothing against it. I just never grew up liking that kind of stuff. But This was cheap at the time. I think it was like $12 when it first came out. It was like almost 20, so I bought it for that reason. Batman versus Robin. Haven't sat down to watch it. This one I enjoyed a whole bunch. Uh, Everyone, has given um, Adam Sandler a whole bunch of shit, and I've always liked most of his movies. There were some that were okay, but this one I liked a whole bunch. The storyline behind it was really cool. It stars Method Man, Cliff Smith, uh, Elaine Barkin, Melanie Diaz, Dan Stevens, and Steve Buscemi. Um, but it's the cobbler. Pretty much what happens is he cobbles shoes. The people bring shoes, and he fixes them. And at one point, the machine that he uses ends up breaking down, and he goes into the basement, and he finds this old school one that full of dust and everything. And what happens is, I forget exactly how he figures it out, but at one point with this machine, if he wears the shoes of these people, he actually becomes them. Like, he transforms into them, and then he gets himself into all these like different situations, some that he shouldn't be in, and whatever. But I found the story pretty interesting. I liked it. The feel of the movie was pretty cool. I don't know. I enjoyed it a whole bunch. But that's the Cobbler. This one stars Kevin Costner and Octavia Spencer. I believe this came out like about 3 weeks ago. Uh, let's see. Love Has No Color, black or white. Pretty much, Kevin Costner has a granddaughter who is of color because his daughter had relationships with a black guy and ended up, whatever. She ends up dying, the daughter. The wife ends up dying, so pretty much it's Kevin Costner taking care of this little girl herself. The father of this little girl's uh, family wants to take custody because of certain situations, and pretty much it's going through the court system. You find out that the father is pretty much like this low life kind of guy that just pretty much abandoned his daughter, but the family wants it and wants full custody, and Kevin Costner is fighting for it. Certain scenes get intense, certain scenes tug at the heartstrings and everything. It was definitely an interesting movie, definitely a cool one to watch. This is your everyday run of the mill kind of horror movie. I watched it. It's not the worst, it's not the greatest. Pretty much, the pyramid, a group of people ended up going into this pyramid they found, and whatever, they open it up and end up going into this, and people end up start dying because of this. You don't see it at first. It's like some kind of creatures down there killing off these people. You finally see it, and I don't want to give anything away. It wasn't what I was expecting. It was all right. It was not the worst, like I said, but it wasn't what I expected. It's an interesting movie. It's better than some. I like this better than what is it? As Above, So Below, or whatever. I didn't really like that one. This one's a little bit better. These new age horror movies really don't catch my fancy anyway, but I just bought it anyway. The Pyramid. This one came out this Tuesday. I thought it was really cool. It has a lot of twists and turns, murder mystery kind of deal. Stars Carl Urban, James Marsden, Wentworth Miller, Eric Stonestreet, and Matthias Schoenertz. No idea. But anyway, the Loft, pretty much a group of 5 guys. They end up, one guy rents this loft kind of deal. Pretty much what it's used for is bringing girls that are not their wives into this room and pretty much having fun kind of deal, doing their own thing, kind of like a man cave kind of deal, until one day, in the beginning of the movie you see it, they find this woman dead, and throughout the movie it's pretty much reliving what happened in those certain nights or leading up to what happened. In the beginning, they're all at the police station, and as the movie goes, you end up finding out what happens. There's a lot of twists and turns in this movie. I enjoyed it because it was one of those deals where a lot of the movies you kind of guess what happens. In this one, I was trying to guess as I went. Some I got right, some I didn't. So it was a lot better. It was really good. I liked it. This one came out too. Not really my cup of tea. I thought it was going to be a little bit better. Jeff Bridges and Julianne Moore in The Seventh Son. Pretty much like this yeah, witches, and I really didn't really pay attention to it. It has witches and warlocks and everything. It's just, I didn't like it that much. Seventh Son. This is another one I got. Bradley Cooper and Sienna Miller. A lot of people, I guess it depends on what kind of person you are. I guess you want to call it a Republican, Democrat, or whatever your stance is on. I don't agree with that at all, because when I watch movies, I don't look for political. I'm not even that big of a political person, not at all. This story is about Chris Kyle, American Sniper, pretty much about. He was known as the best sharpshooter sniper in U.S. history. Pretty much, he's tallied 200 and something kills over that time that he's been was in the army, and pretty much it's a story of what happened in his life. Coming back and forth. You see him change a whole bunch, which happens to a lot of people in the army. And then pretty much is his life story. Little spoiler alert if you haven't seen it or read up on what happened at the end. He comes back and kind of, rehabilitates people. He goes to these wounded warrior things, or people that aren't going through it as well as he was, and he ends up getting killed right at the end of the movie. You don't see it. It's just in the side notes and the notations. That's what happens. Pretty much, like I said, this is his story, his events, or what he wrote down in his book about what happened overseas. So this one is very intense. There's definitely intense scenes in it. It's not for the weak-hearted, I guess you want to call it. It's also not for the people that just annoyed. I don't know. It just certain people. I don't even want to get into it. But the last things I got, I'm not really that big of a Steelbook fan, as you can see. I've said it a couple times. I'm not the biggest Steel. If it happens, if I see one I like, I'll get it. But it's not my top thing, because I'll show you one. I got the 50 Shades of Grey Steelbook. And the only reason I got this is because it was actually cheaper than the original DVD Blu-ray combo kind of deal. The reason I don't like Steelbooks, I like the covers. They have really cool covers. But like I said on many occasions, I like having the back where it tells you like the special features, what's on it and everything. It gives you a rundown of the movie. On Steelbooks, you get this and then you get that. It doesn't really tell you much anything. It gives you the names and everything. But if I wanted to check out, be like, oh, what's on it? It doesn't tell you anything. So I did get this. I got the 50 Shades of Grey Steelbook. But I ended up going to a place called BJ's. It's pretty much a wholesale club around my area. I go to help my mom shop. She always gets waters and everything. So anytime I go there, I always check. Most of the time, these past times, they haven't really had much anything. I remember going back in the day, they had a bigger section of movies. And I remember getting the one thing, what do you want to call it? The Fraggle Rock complete series. It's this big thing. I think it's going for almost $200 now. I got it for like $30 there. I don't know. They sold it for that cheap. I don't know if they knew what they had, but whatever. They used to have a whole lot. They haven't had much. But as I was going through, I found these. I have 6 here. I remember seeing these for a while. Never got around to do it. I know there's a whole bunch more. These were the only ones they had there. But I like these because it has the special features on the back of it. It tells you everything on this thing. It's a steel book, and I enjoy it. As you can see, the Big Lebowski. I like the cover. The covers of these things are cool. They're like comic book type, I guess you want to call it. And then, like I said, on the back, it tells you everything that's on it. It has the like little scenes from it, the bonus features, and everything. It has everything that I would want. So there was all the steelbooks came out like this. I'd probably get a whole bunch more, but they don't. But this is the Big Lebowski. This one here, the Born Supremacy, with the back and everything. This one is Pitch Black with Vin Diesel. A lot of these I had on DVD and Blu-ray. I upgraded, and I also got them because of these. This one is Scarface. I never had it on Blu-ray, so that was pretty much just an upgrade with the back. This one is Shaun of the Dead, which I think is pretty cool. I like this cover. And like I said, the back. And then the last one is Wanted with Angelina Jolie, Morgan Freeman, and James McAvoy or whatever. But I got these because they came to like $6 each. So really, $6 for the Blu-ray and DVD plus a steelbook. I wasn't going to pass that up. And like I said, I think it's really cool how it has the back with the special features. That's the only thing that ever bugged me with steelbooks is I never had them. And these come with it, and they were cheap, and they look pretty cool. So yeah. So that was my 26-minute long update that I haven't done in the whole month of May. So that was it. Yeah, hopefully you liked it. Another thing, what I wanted to do is, for those who don't know or just don't care, I have an Instagram, like I mentioned, where I'll take movies that I have and I'll take a picture of them. What I'm going to try to do is incorporate both of them. I already did do a picture or a video on my Instagram saying, if you want any of the videos or any of the pictures, meaning the movies that I take pictures of, if you want a review of them, let me know. I do have two people wanted me to do reviews. So after this video, I will be doing the 2 reviews that they asked for. So, yeah, if you haven't checked it out yet, if you have an Instagram, follow me. And you can ask anything. You can ask for a movie. I'll give you a shout-out kind of deal. Or if you see a movie that I post that you want me to review on here, I will do that gladly. If you have any that you see here, well, you can't really see them, but if there's any movies that you think I might have that you want me to review, let me know. But yeah, I'm going to incorporate both my Instagram and my YouTube. Probably throw in my Twitter somehow, because I do have a Twitter. But yeah, I'll leave everything that I said. Like I said, the 15 best horror Blu-rays in the 15 years. I'll leave that in the thing. My little birthday extravaganza video and my little accounts for Twitter, for my Facebook page, for my Instagram page and such. So I will see you in about 5 minutes because I will be doing another video. But until then, I will see you.